Okay, this video has some really serious audio issues. My headset died, so I couldn't use my normal microphone. I had to use my webcam, which picks up a lot of background noise. So you're gonna hear an ice cream mixer going, some talking, our cat coming down the stairs at one point. And also the video itself is gonna be really quiet because I guess my recording software just didn't like it. So if you have not seen the Lackadaisy Pilot already, please go watch it first so you know what's going on. Then please come back. I really need these views. But if you have seen it already, then please just bear with me. I know it's long. I know the audio is really bad. The longer it goes on, the funnier we get, because this was recorded at like 10 p.m. So yeah, I think that's all I have. I'm just going to let it play. Hello and welcome to the video. I am on here with a couple friends of mine, Jonas and Alex. And today we're going to be reacting to the Lackadaisy Pilot by the channel Lackadaisy. This has been an established intellectual property since 2006, with the webcomic still ongoing. And they just a few days ago put out the pilot for the animated series. I've seen it before a couple times. These guys have never seen it. I will be pausing to explain a few bits of lore that help it make sense for everybody's sake. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. St. Louis, Missouri, 1927. Prohibition is in full effect.
Old Man River. That seems far too austere a name.
Does this guy sound familiar to you guys?
Nope. Oh, roiling
okay.
red blood river vein. If chief among your traits is age, you're a wily, convoluted sage.
I'm just gonna turn it down a bit so we can actually maybe hear us talking.
The vernal heart of Western lore brings us brassy, myth-made kings.
Yeah, his voice actor is Michael Kovac, who's been in, like, every single indie animation project recently.
Seems to be rhyming an awful lot.
Yes, he's a poet.
Point.
He's a poet.
I think that's kind of the point.
Oh.
Your umber whiskey waters lends the prideful, sober sovereignty, a faulty haloed temperance, and wilt her self-sure countenance. Yes, righteousness is vanity, but sports for imps, not elderly. So,
Oh yeah, and all of this was drawn by hand by 167 people all over the world.
That is very impressive.
I don't want to draw.
Oh yeah, so you guys can see some of like the reference lines, the circles.
Yes.
That's intentional. That was actually added after the fact. On purpose.
So who died?
Really?
Yes, so they finished, and then they re-added those sketch lines afterward to give it a more raw feel. and I really like it. Also, nobody died. They're digging it up.
There's a grave in the background.
Yeah, they're digging it up.
Digging it up for someone?
Yeah, the spaghetti arms bit was a reference to the comics. I didn't know this existed until 4 days ago, then I went and binge-read the comics in the span of 24 hours.
Now I know why they were digging the grave.
I provide the ambiance. Babyface provides the muscle. Look at him digging his way to martyrdom, little go-getter. Now, how about a little rhapsody? G minor for company.
Fine. If you're not gonna help us work, you're gonna have to double as the derber.
Rocky? I think I found...
Is that it?
Well, if it isn't, we'll have some awkward explaining to do to the family of,
So, I'm gonna read this. Herman Hafemshafield was struck by a runaway circus calliope near the terminus of Biddle Street, whereupon, in a cacophony of frenzied glee, he was flung bodily into the Mississippi River. Requiring the painstaking efforts of the No. 26 Firehouse Brigade, his remains were later disentangled from the paddle wheel spokes of the SS Albatross, having been rearranged into an impressive Merovingian knot. He died doing what he loved, remarked his stoical widow, by whom he is survived, along with a niece, nephew, several southern cousins, a shoe-wearing donkey named Pibbles, and a prize collection of 64 fashionable soup somethings housed in his West End residence.
Very specific.
all these unresting spirits were trespassing on their turf.
But there's nothing you can do about it, you feisty devils!
What? Blasphemy! By force of nature, she'd stop us dead.
So, his mom is a short Irish lady.
Oh, it makes sense then.
So,
Yeah.
She's Irish, and she's short, so you know exactly how she is.
Oh, yeah. Enough said.
Tell me you aren't having a good time showing off your shuffling skills for Hotsy over here. Cora! Oh, for a moment there I thought it was your mom. Graves, sacrilege, settle down, cousin.
Yes, Freckle and Rocky are cousins.
100 years past, Burke and Hare were up to much worse. Things turned out just fine for them. Did they hang them? Details, Freckle, details.
Details.
Kowalski, what did I tell you about unnecessary but truthful statements?
Dead guy.
No.
Liquid gold.
Oh.
Dionysius.
It's a fake coffin full of booze. That was a real thing that they would do. They'd put it in a casket, bury it, and come up and bury it later.
I'm pretty sure that's more expensive than the actual coffin.
Headlamps off.
Yeah.
Careful.
By a lot.
Yes. Oh, it's Canadian. You remember have you guys ever seen Operation Canadian Bacon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, in the opening thing,
We live under our rocks.
in the opening scene, they were at a hockey game in Canada, and it's like, they're really good at hockey. Yeah, but their beer sucks, and then they get beat up by the entire hockey stadium and the hockey team.
Oh, okay.
Get away. Can't throw a drop. Where's that spotlight when we need it, Miss Pepper? Now the spirits are afoot. No, that is my foot. That's not what I meant. I can't see. Ah, there it is. Stop it. You ought to be knocked out.
The teamwork is impeccable.
The cinematic bars close in.
the poor coffin.
I'd be more worried about my own safety if there was a crazy lady shooting at me with a BAR. If you couldn't tell, they're Cajuns.
Don't know what those are.
They're French people from Louisiana. So I saw a guy reacting to this, and he was complaining about how inaccurate she was. This is a machine gun.
Broadside of a bar.
This is a machine gun made in the 20s, firing 30-06. How accurate do you think it's gonna be? And he's like,
a skill issue.
and she's like, and the guy was like, oh, she should use the iron sights. It's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna make your shoulder hurt.
Yeah, it will.
Let's not prolong this. This is a trifling matter. We have other business.
Yeah, but none of this is as fun as this gonna be.
Can't let the competition go unchecked. Even the little vermin, they got a way of festering. Alon! Did you learn to drive like that?
I didn't.
Didn't?
Learn to drive.
You're so bad at it, you've confounded the enemy. Nicely done.
Impeccable driving for somebody who never learned to drive.
Right.
I knew it. As soon as I saw the beginning of the drive, I knew those seats were gonna be ruined.
Don't be modest.
Watch his eyes.
Play us a symphony.
Safety.
Sticks head out the window.
Leaning out the
Don't
side.
worry about it.
Leaning out the side, hip firing a machine gun. Alright, this is my favorite part. So if you couldn't tell, he really likes guns.
Seems like guns that shoot a lot and fast.
Just more blasts.
Profoundly unprofessional.
Well, they got more firepower than I expected. But you want to take over driving back there?
No. Especially now that you have alleviated us of our winch.
Oh, you don't like how we play? How about you stop spectating and throw in, Shell? Or do we have to worry about you getting sentimental about old times?
So, this guy, the Black Cat, used to work for the same people that our main characters do. Which is why she's like, do we have to worry about you getting sentimental about old times? Because this guy, the Black Cat, knows the people that they're chasing.
Alright.
And also, fun fact, Freckle, the guy who just went nuts with the Tommy gun, he tried to get into the police academy. But,
Oh.
hold on one second. I just need just 1 second to get something.
Right.
Yeah, but he got kicked out due to his unstable nature because he's very much a goody two-shoes until he gets his hands on a firearm, and then he just goes completely nuts. But imagine if he had become a police officer. I mean, it would have
I
just
feel
been
like that would be worse.
You call this resisting arrest? We call this a difficulty tweak. And then he blows someone's head off with a shotgun.
3 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
one and
good
done, I
measure.
guess.
Did you just say trick shot?
Like I don't know, like cuff him to a cop car and then 360 no scope.
So in the comics, the first time he goes nuts with a firearm is, so the speakeasy, because they work for a speakeasy, you know what those are, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. So speakeasy they work for, there's some competition showed up, and they had... Turns out their armory had all been stolen, except for like one tiny pistol. Rocky is holding it incorrectly. Freckle snatches it away from him and shoots the guy in the head like 3 times when he comes around the corner. And then he takes the guy's Tommy gun, and he goes on a bit of a murder spree on all of the bad guys. He hangs upside down on the rafters to get to sneak up on them and then shoot them.
As all sane people do.
Yes. He reacts very much like a sane human being in stressful circumstances.
Oh yeah,
I
it seems
should
like
have brought
it.
popcorn.
What?
I should have brought popcorn.
Ah. Yeah. Anyway, Tommy guns had the nickname Choppers. Do you know why?
No, and it's
Yes, I
probably
do.
for good reason.
Because they're a submachine gun that fires 45. And they would saw people in half.
Silly.
Which, another thing, the guy was again complaining about how inaccurate he was. This thing's a submachine gun firing 45, they're going like 50 miles an hour, and it's a pretty short barrel. It's amazing that he's able to hold it steady at all. I mean, I did wish it had more recoil, but, I mean, yeah, whatever.
He's got a good grip.
Yeah.
Custom Diz Call of Duty loadout.
Top Gun. Hit the brakes and they'll fly right by. And he's out of ammo. And for some reason, they don't have another magazine.
Throw the mag.
Watch them not use the spare tire.
Watch
that's
this, watch this. And yeah, Rocky knows him, and he's like, quick turn! Because he knows exactly what's gonna happen. Sable, Stone, and Corey. Remember that.
Killed the entire family.
Nah, it's a workshop.
Aw, man.
Those cars
Could've
were
gotten a triple kill.
those cars were just built different back then.
They really were.
They were made out of friggin' structural steel and corrugated iron.
Do you think we're safe?
Jeez, no.
I didn't mean to. It's just that there's a fire, a burning hot fire in the engine compartment.
The radiator!
Oh yeah, so that girl, her name's Ivy, she has a wicked crush on Freckle, and Freckle definitely has a wicked crush on her. He's just so incredibly awkward about it. Okay, so to quickly explain what is wrong with Rocky in this scene and why he's so crazy. So you know how dogs get something called the zoomies, where they run around crazy?
Yep.
Cats get something similar, but instead of running around like crazy, which they sometimes do, they kind of go a little nuts and get a bit destructive and will, well, not destructive, but they kind of like to, they get kind of crazy and
Yeah.
they'll like attack your feet or whatever.
Yeah. We have
Jonas,
3.
It's
We
literally
know.
Mittens. Mittens does that like all the time.
So when they get super excited and or hyped up, they'll kind of go a little crazy, which is why he's tweaking out right here. Come on, play. Security.
Amazing security right there. I would pull all 3.
Which he does.
Yeah!
Oh, one second. So, did you see the barrel on this guy's pistol?
Which one?
Yeah.
The buff guy. His name's Nicodeme.
I did
Oh,
not.
the guy who was driving?
This guy.
Holy.
I call this the compensator.
I actually know what gun that is. I played something and it had that gun in it. I just don't remember what they called it.
It's a revolver, but why is the barrel like a foot long?
So you could eat it like a Subway sandwich.
Oh, there's a meme I have to send you about something like that. Editing me, put that meme on screen. Steam shovel.
The world is full of magic things.
I love how they stop walking, realizing they're there, even though they already knew.
As you can tell, Rocky is completely normal and sane.
You said there was a pistol in here somewhere?
There's always one wedged in the seat. Well, I guess that's a gun.
It's a Derringer.
I'll draw them away. You start the car. Please.
Please?
At least he's polite.
What happened to you that made you hate food?
Bruh. I'll take care of that.
The beat the spy, the right behind you.
I mean, honestly, he's pretty accurate for using a pistol like that.
Yeah.
Then you take him as a real pistol and he misses almost point
He was
blank.
in 1911, although he's unstable kind of footing and it was a quick shot.
True. Would that pistol even do any damage? Is it literally lethal at all?
It is.
I've been hit with super soakers that have more penetrating power than a 38 special.
Wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
That's basically just that gun. It's like has the kinetic energy of a 5-year-old with a boxing glove.
And an attitude.
An attitude.
That was
Hi.
very rude.
Counts the number of shots. And he's out.
Oh!
Alright, so the reason we hear ticking whenever this black cat is on screen, his name's Mordecai. He has chronic OCD. And so he has like incredible focus and everything has to be perfect, which is why if Rocky hadn't swerved the car, he would have gotten his head blown off because he would not have missed that shot back on the road. And
So
you know,
he
he's
puts it to good use.
yeah. He also has a really good head for numbers, and he counted every single shot that Freckles took because he knew that it only had 6 bullets in it.
That's just gun know-how.
Yeah, but you're technically in a firefight. You just have to keep track of multiple things at once. But yeah, things do not look good for our heroes until now. Rocky is completely sane, I assure you.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think it looks better because he is so insane.
Wait, I don't think he actually took like 6 shots in total. I think it was 7.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I could count, and
I was thinking, didn't he take 2 at the start, 2 while they were in the rafters there, and then 3
I don't know.
out of rage firing at the door?
Just has a wound to the head.
What's happening, Rocky?
Me when I get my hands on TNT in Minecraft.
I am the god of destruction. Stupid.
Like I said, me with TNT.
I was thirsty. Cats don't like water.
Thirsty. POV, you're no longer thirsty.
Most normal night in Ohio.
Bruh.
He got sentimental about old times.
My man's literally sighed.
Here, Freckle. I got you a souvenir.
Okay, so he's
You're
supposed to light it first, but that thing is soaking wet, and wet or TNT that's gotten damp or corroded is just as dangerous as a lit stick of TNT. So kind of made a smart move getting rid of it, but it's still a joke.
I wanted it to go off so bad.
Would have been a nice detail.
It did. That's the pothole from it.
It's
No, it's gonna
quarry
go off
pit.
when Lego to drive out.
Point of view, you live in Ireland.
I didn't read the sign.
Because you can't read.
That's fair.
This is the owner of the speakeasy they work for, Mitzi May. She's from Georgia, as you could probably guess.
Yes.
Speaking of tragedy, we got an old
Wait, Georgia?
Yeah.
the funeral home. Still, it's not the same without you. And that feeling that all of this is ours. Used to be we could drive a whole convoy of trucks in.
It's...
Now we're just digging for scraps. That's my cue. Meet you downstairs.
Okay, so this guy, his name is Atlas May, and he was murdered under mysterious circumstances. He was this lady's husband, and he was the old boss. When he died, a bunch of their employees left, including Mordecai, so the black cat, and the girl, Ivy. She is this guy Atlas's goddaughter, which is, I believe, the reason why he didn't take the shot, because him and Atlas were friends. And before,
Wait.
all of it happened. Before he died and then everything went south. What, Alex?
So, I'm going to guess from the style of, like, the hair and stuff in that picture, it's an orange cat.
Probably. I'm guessing
Did she
so.
take his tail?
I don't think so. I mean, one of the reasons that a lot of people
First
left.
point that out.
One of the people So one of the reasons why a bunch of people left was because they thought that Mitzi had killed him, so she could take over the speakeasy, which is not. She didn't kill him. We don't know who killed
Unless
him.
she did for the tail.
She wanted a scarf. She's like, sorry, I know she's like, I know we've been married for 20 years, but I need a fashion accessory. Bang.
Secret basement where she hid the body.
Where the speakeasy is.
The door, sweet.
Oh, right.
He knows.
How's the weather, madam?
Really?
No business. Except I'm supposed to.
She wants another fashion accessory. She's gonna pull a Cabane. I like your hat. Shoots him.
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure you were alive. I love that line.
Once had a few more.
I suppose I could use
Double fisting the cigarettes.
One of them looks depressed. See, one of the cigarettes look depressed.
I know it's an adjustment, but the bartender's got to look like someone the patronage can tell their
Say you would want to tell
Alright,
your
so-
trolls to that innocent face.
Alright, so this guy, his name is Victor. He, Viktor. Guess where he's from?
I don't know.
Russia.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
come on.
Scottish.
Lost connection? Are you
Or
serious? You know, you...
Oh,
y-
I'm gonna crash.
You can't
I
do
didn't
this
do
to
it.
me. So, she says, I know it's an adjustment. He wasn't the bartender. He was the fixer.
Mechanic?
No, he was the fixer, as in he's the guy that breaks down your door and cracks your kneecaps at 1 in the morning.
Man, where has he been? I've been expecting him for 3 months.
But anyways, he has bad knees now, so he can't go out and do that. So he has to be the bartender, which he doesn't really like. I don't know why he has bad knees. It might just be because he got
broke his own
older.
knees at 1 a.m.
He broke his own knees. Jonas, you
Fell
still
down the
there?
steps.
Or-
He's AFK.
I'm back.
All right, he's back. But anyway, yeah. We don't know why. It might just be because he got old, so he has bad knees.
No,
But
he broke his.
but
he
what
broke
I-
his own knees at 2 a.m.
what
Broke
I
his own door down and broke his own knees.
what I like to think of is because Victor and Mordecai were friends before. I like to think that there was a scuffle on the way out, and Mordecai kneecapped him as he was leaving.
Just to be the spit in the face.
Yeah. Say goodbye to your kneecaps, chuckle nuts. Bang.
Big fast chuckle nuts.
Yeah. Boom. I thought fast.
He was probably about to break his knees, and then he's like, "No, I'm gonna break yours first."
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll work on it.
Oh, we missed a good part with the
Cavalry's
stupid.
arrived.
We missed a good part. We have to go back.
Smile
Try smiling.
Hello.
We made it,
I
everyone!
got a car!
We made it!
Drop the carpet. JJ!
He was waiting all night for that.
Yeah. Hold on. So this guy in the red hat, multiple times now, he has blinked like one eye first and then the other. He is high as a freaking kite right now.
His pig is higher than Snoop Dogg.
See, he like, and it's like this slow blink, or it's like one eye
He's
and
Snoop
then
Cat.
the other. Snoop Cat.
Keep in mind, this is being recorded at 9.
Oh man. Oh no. I need. So you know. So there's a guy. You know the smoke weed every day meme.
Yes.
He does. He does songs, but all the words are just the smoke weed every day, vocoded to whatever, and he replaces like all the faces with like the Snoop Dogg face. Somebody needs to get him on the phone and get this thing's theme song a smoke weed every day version.
Yeah, I will be right back.
Oh, okay. So this is the when you said eat it like a Subway sandwich.
Oh no.
Looking.
Oh no.
All right, editing me. The meme goes on screen at this point, not the time where I said it before. Anyway, here we go.
Poor editing you.
Well, look what the Mississippi spat up. Miss Sam, you seem, surprised. Okay, sweetie, you are nothing if not an exhausting, incomprehensible surprise. Thank you! This was supposed to be
Roasted.
a boy. Let's see if that's the surprise.
Got roasted and treated as a compliment.
It's the best he's ever gotten.
So you remember earlier how I had that Operation Canadian Bacon reference where they said, "Yeah, but their beer sucks."
Yeah.
That's called foreshadowing.
Well, it'll certainly start your engine.
Which is to say, it beats radiator fluid.
Gotta put on a show.
You can call it Sunset Rose Cocktail.
Like I said, he's Russian.
Sunset Rose cocktail? That sounds good. You have no idea what I went through to get this.
I have very good an idea.
Sophisticated flavor.
So,
Angry cat noises.
other than getting shot, still,
He backed off to listen to Crab Rave.
you look like you took a bath and
Well, I could probably wring some more out of my coat for you.
He was thirsty.
it was a minor incident. The lacks of wood.
Oh, just some spent ammo and desecrated gloves.
Fractured signage, minor flooding, lots of structural damage.
We may have fomented a deadly rivalry on the way too.
He
But
wanted
now
a drink.
Heavy machinery are marvelous problem solvers. Hey, old sport! Dynamite. What time? And the car is fine.
I fixed it.
Now the car's really on fire.
Unfixed.
Then, came through unscathed. I know you did your best, honey, but we can't keep running ourselves
Might
ragged
wanna see a
until the
mechanic.
Lord bring home meat.
violin, not the car.
What I mean is, I don't see how this.
I knew it.
They're gonna kill him. And she's gonna use him as a fashion
She's
accessory.
gonna have another scarf. What happened to the depressed cigarette?
Swallowed it.
Or listen. So he just said his name. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Ethan?
Listen.
Mr. Sable?
Mr. Sable. Does that ring any bells from earlier?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The place is wrecked.
I decided. You know the Charleston? No. The Lindy Hop? No.
Alright, so do you know why Victor just did that when she drug off Freckle?
I bet it's his son.
No, it's not. He basically treats Ivy like a daughter. And he does not like it when guys are try to date her, whether she instigated it or not. Her most recent boyfriend in the comics, whose name was Chad, editor
Turned
me,
into a fashion accessory.
no, but he currently has both of his arms and both of his legs broken.
Ah. So I gave him a hug.
Yeah, Victor gave him a very, very
Energetic hug.
energetic hug. And she's had 3 previous boyfriends. Chad, who currently has no limbs that function.
I want to send the Chad gif now.
Yes, I was about to say, editor me, you know what meme to put there. There was another one whose name was Claude. We don't know what happened to Claude. He, I don't know. It doesn't say what happened to Claude. We know that Chad got both his fashion accessory. We know that Chad got both his arms and legs broken. I can only assume something similar happened to Claude. And then there was another one. His name was like Cecil or something, and that was the first
Fashion
one.
accessory.
Fashion accessory, yeah. Either that or, hey, where's Cecil? I let him go.
No, he's doing what I do.
You know what? You know what I was referencing with the "I let him go," right?
I'm pretty sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. He's holding the guy out over a cliff. He's like, "Let me go." Okay, drops him. And it's like,
Sounds like a
and it's like,
Jonas
where's?
move.
He's like, "Where's Benny?" I let him go.
He wanted me to.
He asked for it.
He's like, I want my tail back. You can see him reach and grab it.
Yeah.
He wants his tail back.
Somebody say oil. That's mine. Alright, so now we have the credits, and then they're gonna pull a Marvel. Alright, so yeah, Freckle, Belshaber Rusape, Ivy's Lisa Reimold, Rocky's Michael Kovac, who I know at least Jonas will know who it is, you probably will too. He voiced Angel Dust.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's Nicodeme, Seraphine, and Mordecai. Oh yeah, Seraphine, something I neglected to mention about her. So yeah, they're both
Fashion
Cajuns.
accessory.
They're both Cajuns, and she is a voodoo, whatever they call them, Mambas, I think. She lives back out in the swamp where the black trees grow.
A witch.
You guys probably don't understand the song I'm referencing when I said that, but
No, not at all.
Mordecai.
But I can pretend.
Mordecai, Sungwon Cho, who you guys may know as Prozd, Prozd. Asian YouTuber with several million subscribers.
Nope.
Malcolm
Never
Ray.
heard of him.
Okay, he's the guy I've seen a couple videos of. There's Malcolm Ray, Benny Latham. They got a ton of famous people to do some voice acting in this.
Which surprises me.
Victor, Jason Marnoka. Wick is Bradley Gareth. Mitzi's Ash Wagner. Zib is Valentine Stokes.
Zib is Depressed Cigarette Man.
A lot of these people actually were voice actors in a lot of animes when I looked up their names. Horatio, Walter Thomas Vitola. Horatio, he is best boy. JJ, and the guy in the Carnival Barker, who you hear for a couple seconds when Rocky is seeing the demolitions tent. Malcolm Ray again. Asa Sweet, who we haven't seen yet, is Jason Marnoka again. Then we have this. Yeah, it's pretty much showing their how they animated things and how it worked. It's very interesting.
This is impressive that this is all drawn by hand. Drawn.
I mean, it's drawn by hand, and it's drawn by hand. It's put into a program where they like render backgrounds and whatever, but characters and stuff are drawn. These are all cats that they're based on. I love the poster for it.
His poor hand.
Yeah.
Connect me to Mr. Sweet, please. Rather
Please.
The vehicle has been disabled. On the whole, the evening has not gone according to plan.
Let me see if I have this right. Ruthless, infamous hatchling Mordecai Heller is calling me to ask for a ride.
However, Mr. Sweet, it seems we have a more considerable
Roasted.
problem.
Remember how I said he has chronic OCD?
One of our suppliers
Must hair would really bother him.
for stragglers from Lackadaisy of all things. They're clumsy and likely to draw attention. With the feds in town,
I can only stave off so much heat from the higher-ups before this whole city starts smoldering. Those dragons.
So he says, excuse me, pause. He says dragons, and I believe that is a reference to a character in the comics whose name is Dominic Drago. He is a prohibition officer born in Austin, Texas. Fun fact, this time the prohibition officers were part of the Department of the Treasury. They got shuffled around, eventually ended up as being part of the FBI, and now they exist still in a modified sense as the ATF. But yeah, I think I'll show a picture of him in Discord, and I will put a picture on screen for all you people who watch this video. He's really cool looking. I mean, he has to be if his name's Dominic Drago.
it does appear to draw attention.
Right then. Time to tie up some loose ends.
Not the flower! No!
That's uncalled for.
That was. What did that flower do to him?
It's a marigold, because the other they are a rival speakeasy called Marigold, which they ended up working, which Mordecai ended up. So this part's funny. It's like this film, blah blah blah, copyright. Stories, institution, and characters in this talkie are fictional, because 1920s jargon. Any resemblance to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Any resemblance to cats living or dead is entirely purposeful. Handmade by artists in their homes across the world in spite of it all.
That's amazing.
Alright, so I'm just gonna back it up a bit so we have a better frame. Anyways, so yeah, Rocky doesn't really like Sedgwick Sable, this guy, so that's why he was more than happy to destroy his property. Also, he's just completely insane, so he didn't really care either way. But, Wick, he
John
has
Wick?
No. He is basically as far from John Wick as possible. One time he shot a duck when he was a child, and it has haunted him ever since. He sees the duck in various places that he shot. It haunts him.
Sounds like John
And
Wick to me.
It was like this.
He accidentally shot his dog, and now it haunts him.
He accidentally shot his dog. What would John Wick do then? Would he like kill himself? Like what?
He's unkillable, remember?
Break his nose. Break his own nose.
Break his own nose.
No, Jonas, you see, all those people that came to kill him at his house, he hired them.
Accessory.
Oh yeah, so Wick here, he has a thing for Mitzi, and Rocky doesn't like that, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't like him. He's also, he's a rich guy, and Rocky doesn't like him because he's a rich guy. That's alright, that was all of it. Yeah. If there was any background noise, sorry, it's because I'm using my secondary mic. Yeah. Jonas, Alex, thanks for joining me. Thanks. I thank all of you guys for watching this video. And I will see you guys next time.